Welcome to the NOFSRL. On the east side of the mighty Mississippi River, just across from the Gateway Arches in downtown St. Louis, lies the World Wide Technology Raceway, more commonly known as the Gateway Motorsports Park here in Madison, Illinois, and it is stop 15 of 26 for the 2022 NOFSRL Trinity River Cup Series. 41, that's right, 41 instead of 40, arrived to this mile-and-a-quarter racetrack for 50 laps in the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K. A returning driver to this race making a one-off appearance, happy birthday Brad Stover, almost won the Rookie of the Year awards one season ago, was not able to come back full-time this year, but is back for a one-off event. Happy birthday to Brad Stover. Joined alongside Derek Hamill for this one here at Gateway Motorsports Park. Welcome up into the booth once again. The last time you were here, we had the Pop Secret 400 at Rockingham, and you remember how chaotic that race was. This is a flatter track. It's just a little bit longer than Rockingham, but it's not banked like Rockingham is. It is very flat. What do you think the racing is going to be like tonight here at World Wide Technology Raceway?
Well, I would hope it's not too similar to Rockingham. That was an amazing race up until the point where they all lost their marbles, started crashing. But that was in the past. But I hope this track's amazing. We'll see what happens.
Have to see how it goes down. And coming in to this race, by the way, speaking of Rockingham, the winner of that race went on to win the Bojangles 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway last week. Kyle McLeese, he's starting third in this race. He cannot be stopped. He has a 61-point lead coming into this race. 427 points towards the championship. Nobody even comes close right now. He's 61 ahead of Trey Wright, 71 ahead of Nicholas Samadio, 76 ahead of Will Parrish, 80 ahead of Alejandro Cruz Jr., 83 ahead of Marty Zakela, 99 ahead of Colin Teague, 105 ahead of Elijah Gordon, and then 106 ahead of Ryan Durrani, Kanan Biller, and Mitchell Henderson. That is the top 10 in the point standings. It's actually a tie for 9th between three drivers, so it's actually the top 11 in the championship standings there. But we are more than ready to get it going here in Madison, Illinois. Let's go down trackside. We'll get you starting lineup so we can get this show on the road here at World Wide Technologies Raceway. And the engines fire here at World Wide Technology Raceway at Gateway 41, gonna roll off the pit road. It's Keegan Thompson on the pole position, starting alongside Caleb Rose in the 15. In row 2, we find your championship leader and the winner of the last two races, trying to make it 3 in a row here at Gateway, Kyle McLeese. On the inside of Kansas winner Kanan Biller. In row 3, we find Ryan Durrani, winner of the Spring Talladega race last year, starting alongside two-time winner this season, Marty Zakela. In row 4, we find Paul Antoine Sierre, still searching for that ever-elusive first career victory, starting on the inside of William Brock in row number 4. In row number 5, we find 8th place pointsman, actually Richmond winner Christopher Alphaby, starting alongside Fontana winner Chase Harris. That's the top 10. Brad Stover there, back starting in 12th for his one-off race. Derek, who do you think is going to go to victory lane here at World Wide Technologies Raceway at Gateway?
You gotta go Kyle McLeese, 1-2 in a row. Is scary strong this season. This is house money with betting on McLeese here.
We'll have to see how it goes for him. Could he make it 3 in a row and extend his streak and extend his points lead? He's starting up towards the front. His points rival starting towards the back. It could be a wild one, but there's going to be a lot of car rugby going on here tonight. Pace car goes down the pit road. We're glad to have you all here with us. 50 laps here at Gateway, and the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K gets the green flag. Let's get this show on the road. Keegan Thompson pulls ahead. He leads lap number 1 here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Kyle McLeese settles into the 2nd position. Ryan Durrani 3rd. Caleb Rose 4th. Kanan Biller rides the 5th position right now with a challenge coming from Paul-Antoine Sierre in the 7. But here's McLeese closing in on Keegan Thompson. Derek, it just seemed inevitable that he was going to go for the lead here early on, and he's got a real chance to do it on the Riley Alberta and Keegan Thompson.
Oh, watch this off of turn number 4. That can get very, very iffy. I know that from experience. These guys can get together off turn 4, and that could cause... Oh, we have a yellow flag!
Big crash, front straightaway, 4th in points. Will Parrish, Thomas Troxel, Alejandro Cruz Jr., Sam Osgen, and Dale Lightning, I think, were also back in that. And just when it looked like McLeese was getting ready to take the race lead away from Keegan Thompson, although he still might, before we get around to the caution flag, because they're still racing back. Thompson slides wide from the bottom. McLeese looking to the inside. Thompson blocks him one more time. It'll be Thompson, McLeese, Durrani, Rose, and Biller, the top 5 at the caution flag here in the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K. And you were right, Derek. It can happen just in the blink of an eye coming off of turn number 4. Oh, Scott Upton, heavy damage to the 78. They're probably going to be out of this race. As you see the leaders closing back up to the NOFSRL pace car over in turn number 4. Everybody else gets by. Nobody going to fall a lap down. And perhaps it was inevitable here early on. Packed on top of each other like sardines in a tin can. And there you see the skid marks just coming right off turn 4, just as you called it, Derek. Perhaps it was inevitable. But here we are on lap 5, working the first caution of the race here at World Wide Technologies Raceway in the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K. Riley Alberta's Keegan Thompson leads the way. He'll lead us back to the green flag here momentarily. Real quick, let's go back and take a look at what happened to bring out caution number 1 here at World Wide Technology Raceway at Gateway. So watching from overhead as they round turn 4, looks like Sam Adio is going to wash up a little bit, get a little loose on the bottom of the racetrack, up into Will Parrish in the 0-2. Parrish is going to slide down into Braden Perez, which explains why Perez had to come down the pit road. Gets a little bit of damage there, sends the 0-2 spinning. Sam Adio just barely misses the JD Sports Ford. Priya McShane gets by. Vargas tries slowing down. They're 4 wide back there trying to make it through. And Upton runs into the back of Alejandro Cruz. Justin Zidell gets a little piece. That's where Upton got their damage. Lightning gets a little bit of a piece there. Troxel comes in, comes to a stop. Sam Osgen, a nice job getting through as well in car 83. So, not as many cars involved as we thought there was, but still a traffic jam coming out of turn number 4. Arguably the most treacherous place on the racetrack here in the opening laps. Let's take a look at it at full speed.
Well, 3 wide, Patrick Samadeo and Parrish. Nowhere for Perez to go. Perez sends the 0-2 around, and calamity ensues. That's just like nowhere to go for Cruz, Upton, Troxel, and others. Yeah, but Scott Upton, their day, they have to be... Like, you'd assume they'd be done with how heavy that damage is to that Verizon 5G machine.
Well, surprisingly, the 78 worked their way back out there, so Upton not quite finished here at Gateway, but competitively, yeah, probably finished here. But Keegan Thompson looking to lead the field back to the green flag. We'll have to see how it goes here on the restart here at Gateway. Track is clear. We're good to go. So let's head to the restart here in the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K. Back here at World Wide Technology Raceway, trouble for the race leader Keegan Thompson in the 17. Comes in 13th in the championship standings, 109 points back of Kyle McLeese. And something has gone wrong under this caution. And he's coming down the pit road as we get the 1 to go. This time, I believe we're going to get it right here. Yes, indeed. That will put your points leader, Kyle McLeese, as the race leader. And he's going to have a heck of a challenge coming behind from Ryan Durrani in the 10, I would imagine, on this restart. But heartbreak, at least for the moment, with Keegan Thompson. We'll have to see what's going on with him. I don't see a whole lot of work going on down there. But
could it be a penalty for that 17 machine?
I wonder. I don't know what he could have done. That could have garnered him a penalty. But we'll have to see if he gets back out of the racetrack, or something may have happened to that race car. But you know, Derek, you picked him. Perhaps it was inevitable that with the momentum he's had in recent weeks, that Kyle McLeese would have found his way back to the race lead here in the Trinity River Cup Series. But this is about as unconventional a way to do it.
Hey,
it's a header. Oh my goodness. It's a busted header. Keegan Thompson's out of the race from the lead. Oh, I don't believe it.
You have got to be kidding me, man.
So McLeese is going to be leading the way back to the green flag. A confusing set of circumstances. Now no longer confusing because we have a reason as to what happened to Keegan Thompson. He's done for the night here at World Wide Technology Raceway as we come to the restart of the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K after a 5-6 car incident on the front straightaway brought out the caution flag. It's McLeese, Durrani, Rose, Biller, and Sear, the top 5. Green flag back out here at Gateway. Sear, a good run to the inside of Biller going into turn number 1.
Scare with the run on the inside. Biller's going to get Caleb Rose looking for a Ron Ray and Durrani now. He will get that.
Whoa, Alpha B to the inside of Biller. Saved it off of turn number 2. What a save by the Richmond winner. Now Brad Stover, the 56, all over the backside of that 3 of Alpha B. Stover making the one-off for Wisconsin Racing Incorporated and owner Ben Young.
Looks like we are still clean. I believe the entire field has now made it throughout the treacherous turn 4.
I believe so, as the green flag is still out. As here's Gordon going to the inside of Sakala.
Elijah with the run on the inside lane now. He does not have enough. He does not have very much drafting help, however, which is not significant here, but it is notable.
He's going to have a big dive into turn 3 down low. Gordon is going to take the spot from the 84. Oh, is Sakala going to get the run off the corner as Durrani almost got a run to the inside of Rose there for second, as McLeese has checked out to about a half-second lead over Caleb Rose in the 15, but Rose closes in a little bit through turns 1 and 2, and they head down the back straightaway.
As you said, they're going down back straightaway. Rose about half a second back. He may as well be half a mile back at this point. Kyle McLeese, that car's been set. Oh, McLeese washed up just a tad bit. Offline, just the slightest, and Rose gained about maybe 2-3 car lengths at the most.
We'll see what it is at the line, 0.32. So he closed in almost 2/10, and he's closing in even more. Drives it in deep on the outside line coming out of turn number 2. We'll have to see what it looks like going into turn number 3 as Stover watches wide on Mitchell Collins. Back in the battle for about the 10th position as McLeese going to wash up one more time. Rose looking down to the inside. A big run out of turn number 4. Durrani washes wide. In third place, Sears going to mount a charge Gordon and Bill are side by side for 5th, but we watch the battle for the lead as Rose gets to the backside of Kyle McLeese.
Caleb Rose trying to pressure McLeese into a mistake. He's done that last couple laps with McLeese running wide in 3 and 4. Let's have a look, see what they're going to do now. Rose, slightly offline of McLeese. McLeese slides up just the slightest, but Caleb Rose also slides up. Now Caleb Rose looks the inside.
Oh, what a block by McLeese going out of turn 4 and took Rose's line away at the last second. Rose had to check up, and he won't be able to get around the 59 for the moment. So we'll look through the rest of the field here. Biller watches wide. William Brock going to the inside. That's a battle for 8th on the racetrack. Collins there in the 10th position, gets around Brad Stover. Nicholas Samadio almost had a moment there with Blake Parker in the 14 as the 98 washes wide. And Andrew Williams is going to be the better factor from that. He's going to slide to the inside of Brock Nelson and Joey Hightower. That is the battle for 22nd on the racetrack.
This is...
Oh,
I don't
goodness.
like this. They cannot do that for very much longer, this 3-wide race into turn 4.
Oh, they're back to double file right now as one of your cars, Justin Zidell in the Lumen 62, goes down to the inside of Hightower as... Whoa, Henderson got a little sideways there. It looked like a little contact from Christian Vargas in the 46 as they try to take on the 14 of Blake Parker there in the Gulfstream Chevrolet.
Zidell now beneath Hightower, not quite able to get by him. I believe the leading situation has not changed a bit. If anything, McLeese has lengthened his gap on Caleb Rose in the 15 machine.
Yeah, just by a little bit. 0.36 now the difference. Girani starting to close in on Rose a little bit. The Chevrolet's looking strong here early on, although a Buick's running in the 4th position there. Paul-Antoine Sierra having a good run so far. Rose in the Mercedes in 2nd. He washes wide through 3 and 4. Girani to the backside of that 15, down the front straightaway. Could he make a move? Heading off into turn number 1. I'm sure he thought of it, but he'll stay in behind that 15.
Better try and make a pass clean than wreck yourself trying to pass someone for 2nd.
As we look down the back straightaway, 3 more Chevrolets right there. The 24, the 84, and the 3. That's Gordon, Sakala, and Alpha B. That is the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th on the racetrack, but now it's really for 5th and 6th, as here comes Sakala to the inside, not able to make it stick on Gordon, though. Alpha B's going to slingshot to the inside, might get Sakala going off into turn number 1.
Not quite. Sakala washed it up in the middle of 1 and 2.
And Brock's going to sling to the inside in the double O.
Sakala just bodied himself. Oh, he can blame nobody but himself for that costly mistake right there.
So William Brock is going to move to the 7th position on the racetrack as the gap for the lead up to 0.43 seconds as McLeese dominates this stretch of green flag racing. Average race speed right now, 85.6 miles per hour, with the caution having come out for that brief stint. But of course, pit cycles are going to be coming up here sooner rather than later, and that may very well shake up the lead battle. But it will be here before you know it. Nobody came down under the last caution. It could be the late 20s, could be the early, mid-30s. We'll have to see what happens, but we're only expecting 1 pit cycle in this race, as now the gap for the lead shrinks just a little bit between the 59 and the 15.
Rose is simultaneously playing offense and defense right now, trying to gain on McLeese, but he also has to defend from Ryan Durrani, who's in the same situation. Paul-Antoine Sierra right there in the number 7 Buick, sponsored by McDonald's. He's having a great run. Once again, still looking for that first win, but we have an internal game of cat and mouse here for positions 1 through 4.
Down the front straightaway they go, headed off into turn 1. It's now down to a quarter second, the difference, as Rose closes in on McLeese as the tires wear out. McLeese glued to the inside like a cat on Velcro. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, though, Rose loses a little bit of ground. Girani, could he have a chance to go to the inside? This is the closest he's been. Headed off into turn 3. No. He thought better of it. McLeese slides a little wide, as does Rose. Durrani trying to push that 15 up the racetrack. He will not do that. He'll stay in behind the 15 of Rose. It has been a relaxed race up front so far for the lead, but for what seems like 6th on back, the battles still rage on. Here's Alphabet on Brock. Andrews to the inside of Sakala. Sakala slides wide, and Biller is going to be right there, heading down the back straightaway.
Right, as you see there, the one-off driver, Brad Stover, getting past on the inside. I believe that's Stephen Colon in a 99 machine.
Yes, it is. The Polar Star Motorsports entry. His teammate Marty Sakala just one car up ahead. It's Kanan Biller in between them. The gap now for the lead, 0.43. McLeese still leads the way. Caleb Rose hanging tough ahead of Ryan Durrani right now. As here's Alphabet going to the inside of Brock. Gets around. Sakala now going for a 2-for-1 special on John Andrews and William Brock in the double O. Now Andrews going to sling to the inside on the double O. Brock won this race in the Scots National Series here at Gateway 1 year ago. And he is running up in the top half or middle of the top 10, just outside the top 5. Don't know if he's going to have a chance to win the race, but we'll have to see how it goes for him. Running in the 8th position at the line is Cologne, and behind gets around Kanan Biller. That's for a top 10. And Stover all over the backside of the Season 2 champion.
That could have been big.
My goodness. Here's Collins going to the inside of the 56 into turn number 3. Collins going to get around, and he might go after his teammate, Kanan Biller in the 81 here momentarily.
I don't think Mitchell's all too happy with Brad Stover. He about seen his car get spun in front of him.
About saw a car that's not only his teammate, but a car he partly owns. He's got that agreement with Zachary Fitzwater. They co-own the team, but the majority ownership for Zachary Fitzwater. That's why Collins is able to drive in this 43 car. As he gets around Brad Stover, I'm sure, send a little message during the pass. Probably some unfriendly hand gestures, but as we head back up front to the lead, as Durrani goes to the inside of Caleb Rose for second. Sear trying to follow suit in the 7. He'll be looking for third. Rose trying to hold on the outside. He won't. Durrani will get by for second. They lost a lot of time to Kyle McLeese with that battling going on.
That is perfectly fine, as we do have green flag pit stops coming up, which is big. If my math is correct, they'll be going down to pits maybe a lap around 32, 33. We'll see the first stragglers coming in for their green flag pit stop.
Have to see what happens here as we get later on in this green flag run. Again, only a few, only the cars that were involved in an incident, plus Braden Perez actually, came down the pit road, so 33rd on back pretty much, came down the pit road under that last caution, and nobody else. So this could very well shake up the race standings, especially if a caution were to come out. But McLeese still leads the way. He's led all but about 5 or 6 laps, I think, in this race, and nobody has been able to get around him since we went back green. Caleb Rose got close, wasn't able to make the pass. Durrani is closing in, though, now within 57 hundredths of a second of the points leader. Meanwhile, the other two in the top 3 in the point standings. Going back here, looking at Trey Wright and the night he's having in the 95, he runs 22nd with Justin Zidell, the 62, all over his backside. And now looking back for Nicholas Samadio in the 98, he got a little bit of damage a little earlier on, and he runs in the 38th position. So not a good day for Mr. Edge here at World Wide Technology Raceway. As the gap for the lead continues to shrink, here's Parker and Monaco going at it on the racetrack for the, I think that is for 19th on the racetrack. Give it to Blake Parker in the 14 as we join back up front with the lead battle. Ryan Durrani continues to close in.
Durrani is practically there. I don't know if passing 4 pit cycles is a good idea, though. We don't know how good that 59th pit crew is tonight. which is like could play a really big factor. I think the best thing Durrani to do is just stay where he is, follow the tire tracks of McLeese right now.
And he is doing just that as they head off into turn 3. Oh, big dive bomb by Ryan Durrani. McLeese slides up. Durrani looking to the inside. Is he going to have a chance coming off of turn number 4? He stays right with that 59. Pressed against the backside, going down the front straightaway. Did he have a shot taking the lead away, going into turn number 1? No. He's playing nice for right now, but McLeese slides wide one more time. And of course, we are very, very close to the pit cycle happening. It's lap 31. I have to see if anybody comes down the pit road this time. Here's Durrani taking a peek to the inside of McLeese, or is he coming down the pit road? No, he's going for the lead. Here we go. Ryan Durrani, a big dive through 3 and 4. Out of 4, though, McLeese going to make it work on that outside. You can't stop him.
That took some acorns from Ryan Durrani there. Kyle McLeese, human cheat code, human joystick, whatever you want to call him. This man is not normal.
Caleb Rose tried to get to the outside of Durrani, takes second away, didn't work, and now Sears going to try to make him pay for it. Here's Durrani going back down to the inside of McLeese for the lead. And he might have a better chance of doing it this time. A good run on the inside. They're going to be pretty much equal coming off of 4. McLeese will have the advantage at the line, but Durrani will stay to his inside, heading off into corner number 1.
This is the most we've seen anybody challenge McLeese all night. Durrani is directly to the inside. Durrani inches ahead, not going to look clear. Zooming down the back straightaway now. McLeese might get a better run 3 and 4, but it's all about the runoff. Durrani is ahead. Durrani clears McLeese.
And now they're going into the pits. Rose is going to go down late. Elijah Gordon to the point, and Rose has gotten the grass. He'll slide wide up into the corner. Will he still be able to make it into the pits? He'll slow. Is he going to miss the wall? Yes, just barely. So
that
no
might
further
be a penalty, though.
I don't think so. I think he got it to... Oh, Harris might have a little bit of one. He looked like he came in a little fast. So now the leader of the race, Elijah Gordon, for the moment, he'll get a bonus point towards the championship with that. Wouldn't be surprised if he came down the pit road here, and indeed he will.
Able to get access, able to navigate his way down the access road.
Oh, Thibodeau's now in the grass. He's going to slide wide. And is he going to miss the pit wall on entry? Yes, he'll give us less of a scare than Caleb Rose did. Thank goodness.
Wow. That's all I can say about this is wow. I believe that puts Lozano in the lead?
For the moment, I think it's, well, we'll look around here. Durrani coming off the pit road. William Brock, has he come down yet? I think he might have, actually. So William Brock's already come down. Durrani, look at where McLeese fell, though. He's third in line right now of cars out on the racetrack again. So we'll have to see. The order's a little topsy-turvy as caution comes out. And Alejandro Cruz Jr. looks to have had a little bit of trouble going through turn 2 and onto the back straightaway. He's way down in the grass, but it may not have been him. Oh, Troxel, big damage in the 16. So this could have been just cars coming off of the pit road. Oh my. Well, this is going to shake the running order up.
Is Elijah Gordon still your leader?
We'll see. We'll see what the standings say. As he comes around, takes the caution flag. Oh my goodness, he is.
I think stay out the extra lap. That was the call.
So we'll see here. Durrani is behind the pace car. Is he going to be second on the racetrack? We'll see. No. Okay, so there's going to be 5 cars total at the end of the pacing line. Gordon, Biller, Thibodeau, Nelson, and Hightower. The top 5 on the racetrack.
They pitted a lap later than everybody else did.
Troxel's car is absolutely killed. So these cars will join in behind Elijah Gordon. And I guess this is going to be the lead battle to the end here.
Wow. Who would have thought we'd have Elijah Gordon, Caden Biller, Jacob Thibodeau?
Yeah, Thibodeau's got a chance to have his first career victory here.
Get Pacific Racing's first win of the year as well.
It would end a winless streak that goes back to, I think, August of last year for Pacific Racing. So we'll have to see how it goes here. We'll get the green flag here in a few moments. But real quick, let's go back to see what happened that brought out the second caution. Is going to set us up for what can only be described as a bizarre finish here at Gateway. So as they were coming off of the pit road, Sam Oskin's going to slide wide through the access road grass in between the access road coming off of pit road and the racing surface. Slides up in front of Troxel, and Troxel nowhere to go. Oskin spins around, and that is what brought out the second caution of this race and has turned this race flat on its head. Let's take a look at full speed.
Well, caution's green caution, I guess. End of the pit cycle, Oskin just misses the access road. Slides up nowhere for Albert and Thomas Troxel to go. That was a hard lick into the back of the 83 machine of Cement Oskin. I don't know if Troxel is able to get back, is going to be able to continue on this race. And then you see the 05 machine going to grass. That had nothing to do with an incident. He was just slowing down trying to avoid Cement Oskin. Well, yeah, we're going back to green.
Yeah, that's who we saw. That's what we thought brought out the caution flag, but it was nothing at all. So, the order is going to be shaken up a little bit. The caution came out at a time that's going to send the lead cars to the tail end of the line. There's going to be 5 of them, and the leader of the brigade is going to be Elijah Gordon. He will actually technically lead the field to the green flag as far as like positions on the track go, but the leader of the pacing line is going to be Ryan Durrani. He'll actually restart 6th. It's a confusing set of circumstances here at Gateway, but we'll see how it plays out here in these final few laps. Track is clear. We're good to go. So let's head to the restart here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Welcome back to your live picture here at World Wide Technology Raceway at Gateway. It is lap 39 here, working the second caution of the race. Got to the one to go last time through. Ryan Durrani's first at the pacing line, but he's not first in the running order. He's actually 6th on the racetrack. That is because your race leader, Elijah Gordon, benefited from a caution coming out during pit cycles. He's all the way back here, but he's not the only one, so he can't be too comfortable. He's got Kanan Biller right there, Jacob Thibodeau, Brock Nelson, and Joey Hightower. Nelson and Thibodeau are going for their first career wins in the Trinity River Cup Series. So this is going to be some physical racing going to the end of this race. We'll have 11 laps to decide it here at World Wide Technology Raceway. We'll watch for the pace car to go down. We'll watch the field take the green flag, and then we'll go and join back with the leaders at the back of the field. It is going to be Elijah Gordon, then Biller, Thibodeau, Nelson, Hightower, Durrani, Brock, Andrews, McLeese, Sear, the top 10 of the restart. Green flag comes out here at Gateway. 11 laps to go, and we'll join with the leaders now.
It seems so weird that the car out front is not the leader, but technically speaking, that is the control car as well. He controls the fate of the field when he goes. I see Gordon now looking underneath the 05. Damn.
Oh! Chaos all around the race leaders right now. Kanan Biller 2nd. Goes down to the inside of Cruz. Thibodeau's going to have to get down there as well in the 32, and he will. Oh, Gordon slides up through the corner. Biller going to look to the inside. 3 wide on the outside of Thibodeau with Cruz and Upton rounding turn 4.
Oh, this is getting a little bit of brown pants action right here. Wow, this is just insane racing. And Biller now gains a bit on Gordon. Gordon's stuck behind Samadeo now.
Thibodeau trying to get to the inside. If Nelson can get up there, he might help that 32. Hightower slips back a little bit. Gordon now stuck in behind Nicholas Samadillo and Samad Oskin. That is allowing Biller and Thibodeau to close in, coming around for 9 laps to go here in the Bass Pro Shops Cabela's 500K. Gordon, the race leader, pressed on the backside of Nicholas Samadillo, going into 1. Biller blows the corner. Here comes Thibodeau to the inside.
I am having a meltdown here. He got a PHR car running effectively second when he gets by Biller chasing down the leader. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
And Parrish, who comes in 4th in the championship, now a lap down. Thibodeau goes down to the inside as Gordon continues to deal with lap traffic, now side by side with Dale Lightning in the 55. Biller gets to the backside of Thibodeau now. This could help. That 32 is a big dive bomb, catching back up to the 24 of Gordon. Oh, sideways! Oh, what a save by Thibodeau!
Wow!
He is on a mission. Lightning will stay out of the way for the moment. Gordon now trying to get around the 98 of Nicholas Samadillo. Stuck side by side now. This could be good for Thibodeau in the 32 as we have 7 laps to go here at Gateway. 0.27 the difference.
This is one. Call your folks.
Closer.
Call your folks. Turn this race on. We have ourselves a battle of less than 10 to go, boys.
Gordon now down to the inside of Colin Teague. Colin Teague 7th in the championship standings coming into this race. Thibodeau gets down to the inside of him as, oh, he got a little sideways again coming out of turn number 4. Gordon stretches away, looks to the outside of Chase Harris. This could be Gordon's undoing, going to the outside on corner entry. Thibodeau stays right to the inside, gets around Teague, but he's going to slide up a little bit on corner exit. Gordon's going to take Harrison Zidell on the inside, 3 wide, going off into the corner. Thibodeau's got to get to the inside quick, and the inside quick, he won't. He'll slip up in the corner. Gordon's on the inside of Trey Wright, but he's going to use Trey Wright as a pick. Here comes Thibodeau on the outside of the 24 at 5 laps to go.
Thibodeau now trying. He needs to get to that inside as quickly as possible. Never mind. Thibodeau nearly clears Gordon, but Gordon with a run on the inside lane.
Oh, slides wide ahead into the back of Zidell.
And I believe that just lost Thibodeau's race.
Well, there's 4 laps to go when they come around this next time. Zidell blocks Gordon. Thibodeau trying to charge back. Zidell slips wide. Gordon slides a little bit wide. Thibodeau tries to get around the 95. Wright has a run coming off of the corner. We'll see here. This is good. It's going to be tough for Thibodeau, but we'll see if he can get back up there.
Thibodeau below right now and below his teammate. This
Miller
is so weird.
81 as well. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's not like anything we've seen here in the series so far. It is a bizarre set of circumstances here at the end of this one here at Gateway. Chase Harris slides wide on Monaco. Gordon just trying to stay out of trouble for 3 more laps as Thibodeau goes to the inside of his teammate, trying to catch back up with race leader Elijah Gordon. Zidell almost into the back of that 24. Now Gordon stuck on the inside of 3 wide. Zidell slides wide. Thibodeau trying to get down to the inside as 2 laps to go this next time around.
Thibodeau and Biller are gaining ever so slightly on Gordon.
Oh, Thibodeau's going to slide wide. Biller goes down to the inside. Zidell up on the high side trying to help his teammate. Thibodeau get a run up top. Biller's going to have a good run going down the front stretch. And here's Biller going to the inside for the race lead. 3 wide for the lead at 2 laps to go.
Thibodeau backs out. He knows he has lost at this stage. There is a very slim chance he has of even catching back up to these 2 now.
But now here's Biller with the dive on Gordon, going through 3 and 4, looking for win number 2 on the season. He takes the race lead away. Coming around for the white flag, Thibodeau slides sideways again in 3rd. White flag for Caden Biller. What a bizarre race this has been, and what a bizarre finish this has shaped out to be. Biller now a mile away from the checkered flag, to get his 6th career victory. Henderson into the wall behind. Contact with Sam Oskin back there.
Track is still green.
Still green as we come around to the checkered flag. Kanan Biller in car number 81 for Fitzwater Collins Racing with Busch Light aboard. The hometown sponsors go into victory lane. Kanan Biller wins at Gateway.
And 2 top 5s in a row for PHR and Jacob Thibodeau. This will do tremendously for us in points. This is like a win, honestly.
Well, after the season y'all have had, I don't doubt that at all. Kanan Biller, Season 2 champion, winner at Kansas earlier this year, now becomes the all-time winningest driver in the Trinity River Cup Series with his 6th career win, his 2nd on the season. He comes into this race in the championship points sitting in the, let's see here, he sits 10th in the championship. He lost 4 spots after Charlotte 1 week ago. He might creep up the standings a little bit. McLeese is probably going to stay atop the championship with a 7th place finish. Let's see how our one-off driver did. Brad Stover finished 16th in this one. Attaboy to Brad Stover in that one-off race for Wisconsin Racing Incorporated. Happy birthday to Stover, and we'll get a top 20 finish, his first race since Homestead in September of last year. As the field comes down the pit road, Derek, we have a lot to unpack for this one for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race finishing results. Kanan Biller wins with an average race speed of 96.561 miles per hour. One of the slowest of the year, but the cautions were so slow going around here. We had a couple of them, so that doesn't really show how quickly you get around this racetrack. Just had a whole bunch of time under yellow flag, but he wins ahead of Elijah Gordon, who finishes just a little over half a second behind. Thibodeau 3rd, Hightower 4th, Nelson 5th, and then Brock, McLeese, Williams, Sear, and Parker round out the top 10, and we will scroll through the rest of your standings here. 29 cars finishing on the lead lap. It was Wright, Teague, Lightning, Samadeo, Parrish, Upton, Henderson, Cruz, Oskin, Troxel, and Kukulon finishing off the lead pace. The only car unable to finish, Keegan Thompson, who fell out under the first caution with a busted header. So, Derek, final thoughts on this race we've seen tonight here at Gateway.
Well, I mean, I am elatic as, well, once again, Thibodeau, top 5, great for us in points, but also a wacky turn of events, caution coming out during pit cycles, handing the win to either Kanan Biller, Elijah Gordon, or any of others goofy guys who long pitted. Well, you know what? Biller got the win. Incredible racing. Congratulations to him. And congratulations to the Fitzwater Collins Racing Organization.
That is Fitzwater Collins Racing's 2nd win of the season. Same for Kanan Biller. He's the only driver that's won for them this year. It's the 5th win in team history, 3 coming last year with Mitchell Collins. Collins will have to wait another day to end his winless streak that dates back to Twin Ring Motegi. He comes home with a 21st place finish, but a wicked race here at World Wide Technology Raceway here on the eastern side of St. Louis. Big thanks to Derek Hamill for joining me in the booth in what turned out to be a ridiculous race. It was dominated by McLeese, and then everything got turned on its head just before the pit cycle when Durrani took over the lead, and then the pit cycle happened, and everything got flipped upside down, and it was just an absolute mess of chaos from then to the end. And Kanan Biller, the benefactor from that, big congratulations to him. Big thanks once again to Derek Hamill for joining me here in the booth for this race. We'll see y'all next week at Willow Springs International Raceway in Roseman, California for the Ridge Wallet Grand Prix, and 25 laps over there on the fastest road of the West, that 2.5 mile road course. Hope to see you then. From now, we'll take a look at your championship standings, your owner standings. We'll wrap it up here at World Wide Technology Raceway On behalf of Derek Hamill and everybody else here in the NOFSRL, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope to see y'all next week, and until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Welcome to the NOFSRL.